Welcome to this Dwelling in the Word session for Monday, June 14th. This day we are going to be listening to Lamentations chapter 3, verses 22 to 26. Before we start, I just want to say that I am on doing continuing ed this week. Part of that is a spiritual retreat. So I am disengaging from all work unless there's an absolute emergency. So I will not be doing any other recordings this week. You have the readings listed in the newsletter, and you've been doing this for 2 weeks now. So I encourage you to continue doing the readings and asking yourself some questions, listening, practicing this dwelling in the Word on your own. And if you come up with some really good questions or insights, please post them on our church Facebook page. I'll share the screen for tonight's reading, or today's reading, sorry, doing this Sunday night. This is possibly a familiar text to you, and if not, it's a great one to become familiar with. And this first reading, listen for the word or phrase that catches your attention. And after I'm done with the reading and you've found your word, pause the video. Just sit with that word for a while and let it dwell in you as you dwell in that word. The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. God's mercies never come to an end. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. The Lord is my portion, says my soul. Therefore, I will hope in the Lord. The Lord is good to those who wait for him, to the soul that seeks the Lord. It is good that one should wait quietly for the salvation of the Lord. What word or phrase caught your attention? Let's pause the video and sit with that for a while. When you come back for the second reading, okay, what did I do with my sheet of questions? Here we go. I'd like you to listen for this. In what ways do you experience God's presence in this reading for you this day as you're listening to it? In what ways do you experience God's presence? And why does that matter? It's like the so what? Why does that matter, especially to you today? The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. God's mercies never come to an end. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. The Lord is my portion, says my soul. Therefore, I will hope in the Lord. The Lord is good to those who wait for him, to the soul that seeks the Lord. It is good that one should wait quietly for the salvation of the Lord. In what ways are you experiencing God's presence in this reading? Why does it matter to you today? Then, as you come back for the third reading, have you noticed what song or has a hymn been coming to mind as you listen to this reading? Sure did for me. Great is thy faithfulness. So once again, as you hear the reading, kind of rest in this word. It is a word of hope and of promise, because this rest and hope depends on God's faithfulness. Salvation depends on God's faithfulness. We can't make it happen. So rest and rejoice in that promise. And I also urge you to find time today to listen to the hymn, Great is Thy Faithfulness. Go on YouTube, search it. There's probably several different recordings of it. And let that be your prayer this day. Let the song, Great is Thy Faithfulness, be your prayer today. The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. God's mercies never come to an end. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. The Lord is my portion, says my soul. Therefore I will hope in the Lord. The Lord is good to those who wait for him, to the soul that seeks the Lord. It is good that one should wait quietly for the salvation of the Lord. I hope at the beginning of this week, you can find a time and a place for quiet, for reflection, to know that God's faithfulness never comes to an end, no matter what this week is like or isn't like. So blessings to you, dear ones. Thank you for those who are watching these, listening, dwelling in the word with me. Once again, you are on your own for the rest of this week as I experience some spiritual renewal and rest of my own. Thank you for your faithfulness, for it too is great indeed. Blessings.